Action.
The following is a short video describing the challenge course lesson. As a group, students will participate in activities and games that challenge them both mentally and physically. Through these challenges and through the following discussions, they will learn the importance of communication, cooperation, trust, and creative thinking in their everyday lives. There are two main objectives for this lesson, and they are as follows. The students will be able to provide 3 examples of the importance of trust, cooperation, communication, and creative thinking in their lives, and 2, demonstrate the skills needed to work as a team member.
Action.
Throughout this entire lesson, be sure to stress the idea of safety first. Go through your expectations and what the students can expect of you right away. This will set a good tone for the lesson. Go through the rules of respect. Encourage each team member, include everyone, positive words only. Respect ideas so that everyone is heard. Of course, be safe, respect the instructor, and this is a challenge by choice lesson. Don't push students too far beyond their safety level, but try to get them to start working outside of their comfort zone. Talk to them about initiatives, which is the idea of making a plan and following through with that. And go through the rules of each activity or challenge that they'll be going through. Let them know that you will only read the rules once, that everyone must participate. If they break a rule, they have to start over. There is no single solution for these activities. So again, this is where the creative thinking comes from. Be sure to debrief after each activity as well as when the lesson is completely over. There's a lot of different techniques in these lessons, such as silencing some team members, making someone an outside observer, or giving only one person a voice. You can read through this in more detail in the lessons.
Action.
In this lesson, safety is always first. Be sure to go over your expectations of them and what they can expect of you. This is the web of life. This one, make sure your students are comfortable with holding each other, carrying each other, making sure that there are spotters on each side. And again, you can go and read through the activity cards to learn more about this lesson. This is the rope swing. Make sure that students are comfortable with swinging on the rope and that there are spotters and catchers on the other side so that students aren't falling. This is the river crossing activity. With this activity, you want to be extra cautious of fingers and toes that they're not getting crushed. Here I've demonstrated the way that students can actually solve this problem. The logs need to be at 90-degree angles from one another. And when students are crossing, there must be at least 1 foot holding down each end of the log to prevent them from rolling or falling as an important safety measure. This is the giant's thumb activity. In this one, your students must be very comfortable with holding each other. You must trust that they are responsible and are using safe methods, because in this one they will have to climb on each other, whether it be a cheerleader pyramid or piggybacking, in order to get the tire off the giant's thumb. This is the 3 platforms activity. In this one, again, be cautious of feet and toes that they're not getting stepped on. The way I'm standing is typically how they solve this problem. Have 2 to 3 students standing on the back end so students can then walk across the plank and hop onto the next platform. This platform is used for the all aboard activity. With larger groups it can be more difficult. Allow them to think creatively. Again, make sure that you read the cards to learn more about it. And again, just be cautious of crushing kids or fingers and toes getting stepped on. This is the caterpillar skis activity. Relatively low risk. Make sure they're working together in unison so we don't have any rolled ankles or anything like that. This is the log in which you can use for log lineup. There are many variations of this activity that you can use. Just kind of read your group and see how much of a challenge you want to make for this one. Sometimes it can seem easier for students to do this activity, but others struggle with this one a lot. So know your group and you should have a successful time with log lineup. This is the toxic waste challenge, a very low risk activity. Read through the cards to learn more of the details. It's a great one to get them really working together as a team. Once you've come up to the allotted time for the lesson, you've had a chance to work through a few challenges. Bring the group back, debrief the entire day. What did they learn? How did they feel? Go back to the objectives. Think about what they could have improved, any new skills that they've learned. But most importantly, make sure each student has a chance to have their voice heard to discuss this experience.